Hello, good morning, dear students of third year Brave. I hope you're fine. With you, Mr. Mostafa Al-Askari. I'll be your teacher this year. Today, I'd like to tell you about our curriculum for this year of high level. Of course, we have two books. We have the O level New Hello, and we have the high level with a book titled English in Mind 4. And be careful that, however, we are in the third year, but we have a name, or the name of the book is English in Mind 4, and this will be our curriculum for this year. The curriculum is divided into 16 units. You are gonna take 8 in the first semester and 8 in the second one. Our semester starts from September, October, and November. Then we start the second semester December, March, and April. December, January, and February. This will be the second semester. In total, we are gonna study 16 units. And we also have two poems. It will be two different poems. We are gonna study one in the first term and the other one will be in the second term. And also we're gonna study a story named A Tale of Two Cities. One of the most interesting stories you can ever study. It's a political and dramatic one. You will like it for sure. And of course, that's not all. We also are going to study some skills in English included in our units, like how to write a paragraph, how to write an essay, how to complete a conversation, how to translate something in the reading comprehension, and so on. So this is in all our our curriculum for this year, English in Mind. Today, actually, I'm not gonna start in our curriculum because, as we promised, that we start on 6th of September. So today, I'm gonna talk about poetry. Poetry is a part from our curriculum for this year. We have two poems, one in the first and one in the second, one in the first term and one in the second one. So I'd like to remind you, our students that studied the Egyptian curriculum from the beginning, but maybe we have some students that come from different schools, Pakistani or Egyptian or Indian, I don't know. If you come from different school or from different curriculum, you have to know that we are going to study poetry this year. First of all, I have the word poet, and this is the person who writes a poem, and this is the piece of work that we are talking about: poet, poem, and poetry. First of all, you have to know the name of the poet who wrote it. You have to know the name of the poem. For example, if we study the poem, if this is the name of the poem, the writer may be some person you don't know. You have to know the name of the person. It sometimes it comes in the exam, mention the name of the writer or some of his works. You have also to know what kind of questions it comes in our test. First of all, we have a question called paraphrase. When the teacher or the person who put the exam asks you to paraphrase the poem, you have to make an explanation. Explain it. You have to explain it on your own way. So the questions the question that comes and asks you to paraphrase the poem or a stanza, it means that you have to explain it, or to you can say analyze it in your own way. Another question comes that he asks you to figure out a figure of speech. Figure of speech, and we have a lot of figures of speech like metaphor, contrast, simile, personification, and other figures. You have to note we have many figures of speech, and this question usually comes in our test. Number 3, he asks you about a meaning of a word. Of course, you will know the meaning of words because you are going to paraphrase it. You cannot paraphrase something if you don't know the meaning of it. So first of all, you have to copy the words, you have to memorize them well, and then you can paraphrase. Number 4, he might ask you to complete a stanza or a poem. Usually we have the poem like that. This is a poem, consists of different stanzas. The stanza is group of sentences like this. Lines can be 4 lines, 3 lines, 5 lines, and then I have another stanza like that. In our test, he usually gives us one of these stanzas like that, and he gives you the first one, then you have to complete the other 3. This is also a question that comes in our test. The poem is very easy. You have to memorize it, as I said, because sometimes he asks you to complete it. You have to know the meaning of the words. You have to know what kind of figures of speech that you have in the poem. You have also to know the general idea of the poem. Why did the poem or the poet write this poem? Of course, he has a purpose, or he wants us to know something. Then you have to know. Actually, I don't want to go deeper into our curriculum for this year. From 6th September, inshallah, we are gonna starting in the first unit of these 8. Then we also gonna start in the poem of the first term. We have only one poem in each term, and we're also gonna start the story A Tale of Two Cities. A Tale of Two Cities is a long story. We are gonna study half of it in the first semester, and the other half will be in the second semester. As I said, 3 months for the first semester and 3 months for the second semester. That's enough for today. I don't want to give you more details about our curriculum. I just want you to know what we are going to study, what time we are going to study each part of that, and then we meet again inshallah in class. I hope that we meet again in class, and if not, we are going to start online classes on 6th of September inshallah. Thank you so much, and see you.